Not many people know that a few years ago when I lost about 20 kilos, it was to become a flyweight fighter. When they asked me, why do you want to fight, I had to think long and hard for the answer. I found it in the taste of my own blood. See, the cage is the only place I've ever had a fair fight. Here I could sidestep uppercuts to the gut like I could in schoolyard racism. I could parry right hooks and left jabs like I could in the problems of a broken family. Here, I could take matters into my own fists. The other thing is pain. As with all things destructive like alcohol or cigarettes, constant consumption makes it addictive, and since self-infliction was social contraband, the cage became the easiest way for me to get my fix. See, cuts can be stitched. Bruises and broken bones heal much faster than heartache. Loss. My record was 6 wins, 0 draws, and 1 loss. The only defeat came from an armbar, snapped elbow in my first fight. I took it with grace. But then I didn't get the nickname, the sculptor, for nothing. See, I was in the habit of reshaping faces. 5 wins later, they told me, boy, you are going places. I remember my final fight very clearly. There were 3 simple steps to ending it. 1, a firm punch to the throat, my knuckles strumming the strings of his voice box. I orchestrated his silent scream. 2, a quick upward palm strike to the nose. I could feel the fault lines running through it before it shattered like his hopes of ever fighting again. 3, he fell to the floor. I took full mount, hammer fists clenched, raised, ready. I brought them down hard to the rhythm of his heartbeat. I could drink the fear right out of his glassy eyes. I should have stopped then, but you see, when there's enough blood smeared on the face of the enemy, he loses his identity. His face became a crimson mirror, reflecting the depth of my depravity. I will not lie, the crunching of his bone had picked out its own sick melody. I got drunk off the muffled tunes of his despair, got carried away in its deranged tempo, but you know what they say about breaking mirrors. Sooner or later, the fight was stopped. It should have been sooner. What I failed to realize was that my gloves were soaking red even though I had been fighting out of the blue corner. That my pounding had no longer been to the rhythm of his heartbeat. That day I learned that dealing with my problems, using fists, elbows, and knees isn't tough or cool, it's just deluded. Like trying to tune a piano by pounding on the keys again and again until it starts sounding right. Like trying to treat burn wounds by drowning myself. I learned that the worst bone I had broken was my spine because I couldn't stand up straight and face my demons the right way. I never got the chance to say to that fighter how sorry I was. When they asked me, why did you stop fighting, I had to think long and hard for the answer. I must have found it in the taste of his blood. Thank you.